Yes, just peeping over the hills. A new sunrise is emerging. And it's still coming. The scriptures are beautiful. I like today's very much. I have read them a few times. I've heard them a couple of times. That's a nice feature on the link that you have there. The top button, when you open up the readings, it gives you the opportunity to listen to the readings. So, you can be doing something and you're listening to the readings and they're entering into your thoughts, your heart, your mind, your imagination, and entering into the life that we live each day. And it's really the voice of the Lord entering, His presence entering so beautifully, so kind, so gentle, and also strong and strengthening. Yes, it's almost completely up over the hills. And another new day has started with the sun in full view. And everything can get going again. And soon you'll hear the voice of somebody else. And you'll be saying, "Good morning. How did you rest?" Also, that closeness, that kindness, that goodness is something very healthy. Something that gives life, that recognizes the other. And something beautiful about the readings today is actually the sensitivity to others, and especially to the presence of God Himself. All over, every place. I cannot go anywhere, but the Lord is there. I cannot escape from His presence. Not that I'd want to escape from His presence. But wherever I will go, He is there. He is always with us. This famous word, Emmanuel. It's so wonderful. And as we walk through life, sometimes we have to get someplace and it's an hour's drive, like yesterday going to the seaside, or just working our way through a problem, through a difficulty, through a challenge. And we have this psalm, "Guide me, Lord, along the everlasting way." Guide me, Lord, along the everlasting way, because some ways are a few minutes, or an hour, or a couple of hours, or a flight takes longer. But guide me, Lord, along the everlasting way. The ways of a little child starting out, and the ways of the grandparents, the mature tree that has borne a lot of fruit, given a lot of shade, being a home for many passers-by who come for a rest, for a meal, for a visit, and leaving refreshed and encouraged and motivated and delighting in friendship. And this is kind of a bit of the background here of the readings today. For the Spirit of the Lord fills the world, is all-embracing, and knows what man says. God isn't indifferent to us, and he's very much aware of us and of our needs. And our challenge is also to do the good, to live in true freedom, our trials, our loneliness. And the Lord knows us not just from far away, but he knows our intimate thoughts. He is very close to us. You know when I sit and when I stand. You have probed me and you know me. With all my ways you are familiar. Even before a word is on my tongue, you know the whole of it. The whole of it, not just an idea. Sometimes people are speaking and we can offer a word they're struggling to find to express something because we kind of know what they're thinking, what they're saying. But here it says, you know the whole of it. You know the whole of it. That's a powerful word. You know the whole of it. And it's no wonder then that there's a great condemnation in these readings for leading somebody astray from God, for giving bad example. This is an evil thing, to be complicit in leading somebody away from this intimacy with God. Don't cause one of these little ones to sin. And maybe now something comes to mind from the past, bad example given to a child. That's the most deadly thing, you know, the behavior, because if it's a word, it's also deadly, it's also bad. But bad behavior, leading a child out of innocence into sin. This is lethal, this is criminal. And we can ask for forgiveness if that has been in our past. That should hurt our conscience deeply, should pain us, should grieve us. And we can pray that the Lord will heal any damage done and lead people back. And then to take care of children now, to take care of words we say, the way we express our disappointment or anger, the way we speak about others, because teaching children to speak badly about others is also lethal. Not only is it a sin to speak about others, but to lead children into a pattern of disregarding the mystery in others and simply cutting them down and not being offended when others cut people down. And this is basic justice, and children have to learn justice, and especially have to learn that justice entails many sacrifices of our own immediate good and our own immediate delight, our own immediate pride. And we have to protect the good name of others. The beautiful goodness that's given to a child when they see examples of kindness towards somebody that's fallen, when they experience the helping hand of a grandparent or a family member, a sibling, who's doing something good for somebody in need. And just to praise that in front of others and in front of children is great, because then the children develop the sensitivity that that's the good way to live. How marvelous. That's just marvelous. You're becoming one of the biggest benefactors of the world when you help a child to appreciate goodness. When you help a child to have that great respect, because the great respect for God is very, very close to true adoration. The great respect for others. It's intimately linked with our relationship with God. They're inseparable. And also when we're talking about politics and politicians, when we're talking about religious leaders, many people have many major defects, but the way we treat the person, we can condemn the sin and help the children to learn that extraordinary justice before even the criminal, that I will not tarnish their name. I will not agree with behavior, with policies, but I will myself be very respectful of their person, because only God knows where they are and how they got there, and He knows it completely. He knows the whole story, the whole of it. Yes, the whole of it. What a great way to live, to raise up a new generation, maybe a second generation if people are blessed to be grandparents. And it doesn't matter how bad the situation is right now and what has happened in the past, it's good to start today. And maybe just even to start with a prayer to ask the Lord for ways and opportunities to make that, to sow that seed, to till that soil, to water that garden of the soul, of the heart. God bless you. See you later, alligators. There we go.